Most gardeners are making a critical mistake by using raw rice to trap soil fungi, but the science tells a different story. While raw kernels sit idle and resist decomposition, cooked rice undergoes a thermal shift that unlocks gelatinized starches. This simple change creates an immediate carbon feast, triggering explosive mycelial growth that raw grains simply cannot match. If you've buried raw rice in your garden beds hoping to spark fungal life and walked away disappointed, what you're about to learn will completely reframe soil health. To understand why these two forms behave so differently underground, you have to look at what heat actually does to starch at a molecular level. Raw rice contains starch locked in a tight crystalline structure. These granules are densely packed, hydrogen-bonded, and resistant to rapid microbial breakdown. The physical seed coat adds another layer of protection, acting as a biological gate that controls moisture absorption and slows enzyme activity. In nature, this is a brilliant survival mechanism. Grains are designed to wait, to persist, to germinate on their own terms. But that survival strategy works directly against you when your goal is rapid soil inoculation. Cooked rice is a fundamentally different substance. When you apply heat and water, the crystalline starch granules absorb water, swell and rupture in a process called gelatinization. What remains is a soft, open, highly accessible matrix of starch chains that microbes can colonize almost immediately. There is no gate, no resistance, no waiting period. The carbon is right there, unlocked and available for your soil fungi. Raw rice has often been promoted in permaculture circles for collecting indigenous microorganisms, and there is partial truth in that tradition. But the key word is eventually. Enzyme inhibitors in raw grains signal to the microbial world. Not yet. The moisture threshold for raw rice is high, so it can sit unchanged for weeks while your garden waits for biological activation. When your goal is to ignite microbial activity fast, to revive depleted soil, raw rice simply lacks the metabolic accessibility to do the job. Cooked rice behaves like a signal flare. Within 24 to 72 hours, you can see the white threads of mycelium spreading outward. Beneficial fungi like the Trichoderma family are tuned to detect accessible carbon. Gelatinized starch broadcasts that signal loudly. Cooked rice introduces a moisture-rich substrate directly into the soil, creating ideal localized conditions for bacterial and fungal colonization. Within a week, what started as a handful of rice has become a living network, a bridgehead of biological activity in the bed. Start with plain white or brown rice, nothing seasoned, salted, or oiled. Cook it until just done, avoiding mushiness. Let the rice cool completely before application. Warm rice can stress the very microbes you're trying to attract. Mix the cooked rice into the top 2 to 4 inches of soil. The goal is to create biological hotspots, not to overwhelm the system. Keep the soil consistently moist, but never waterlogged. A light mulch layer helps maintain this balance and accelerates the response. By the growing season's end, beds treated with cooked rice show better aggregation, drainage, and robust plant root systems. Cooked rice is your fastest biological lever. Try this in a single bed first and observe the transformation yourself. Subscribe to Timeless Humus Path for more soil revival wisdom, and pass this video along to anyone healing their land.